Hi everybody, this is Jodi Comator with Next Generation Yoga, and I'm so happy to be here today with Chance. I hope you can see Chance. I really am so excited to be here. You know, I've been so busy. I'm on my way to New Orleans tomorrow for teacher training, and I just had to make this video vlog for you. It's really cool. So yesterday I was teaching at the San Diego Center for Children, and it is a center. It's a home facility for children with mental and emotional challenges. And I love teaching there. It's so inspiring for me. I'm always learning. I'm always leaving there feeling like heart wide open. So, and it's also extremely challenging because I never know what I'm going to get, like what the experience is going to be like, what the children are going to be like, who's going to show up to yoga, okay, because they are always in a different mood, so I never know what sort of stuff they're coming in the room with, because a lot of times there's resistance to yoga. And we've been going together for about 7 months, so we are in somewhat of a groove, and they really do enjoy it. So yesterday when I went, we had a small group. Sometimes we have, 10 kids plus the staff, and then sometimes we have 2 kids plus the staff. So I never know how many kids are coming. Yesterday was a small group, and we had some very hungry kids in this group. And one of them came in, this boy came in with a chocolate chip cookie, and it was one of those big ones, so it was about this big, and it was saran wrapped, okay? And it was the kind that, like, the really good kind. I could tell this was a good kind. I personally don't eat those kind of cookies anymore. And it was interesting, he did not want to do any yoga. I was like, all right, we're going to do chocolate chip cookie yoga, right? And he was like, his eyes kind of perked up, right? So we started off with what kind of ingredients would you put in this chocolate chip cookie recipe? And so, we came up with the usual, like the sugar, right? So we would stretch and grab to both sides and grab some sugar, and we grabbed the brown sugar. I asked them how many cups, and they said 20. So we put 20 cups in, literally, but we're getting the brown sugar, we're getting the white sugar, and we're getting the agave sugar, and we're getting the maple syrup sugar, and the honey, and we're having fun with it, right? And then somebody calls out that we need an egg, so we, make our body into shape of egg, and we start rocking and rolling, right? And then we put in some milk, so we come into cow pose on all fours. And we got all the ingredients, and it was super cute and creative, and everybody's participating, including the boy who all he wanted to do was just eat that chocolate chip cookie, which he wasn't allowed to do. So then it comes time for stirring all the ingredients in, right? So we start stirring our bodies, right? Because this is a fun way that you can, mix any sort of ingredients. So happy you're here today, Chancey. And then we started rolling our shoulders, right? And then moving our necks. And we had all these different ways of mixing. And I even asked the kids and the staff how they wanted to mix their bodies. So one of the kids did his hands like this, which I thought was super creative and clever. Another one did their ankles. So we're all really participating. It's awesome. We open up the oven. We close the oven. Not on camera, buddy. Sorry. We open the oven. We close the oven. We do the hot breath. Hot. Hot. And then it's time to leave the cookies to cook in the oven. Okay? And then I tell the kids to lie down in the most relaxing position, because now it's time to melt, right? It's time to let the cookies, the chocolate chips, melt. And so I put on some relaxing music, and the kids and the staff are just laying. And it was so beautiful to witness them just completely surrender, right? And they weren't all just on their backs, but they were in, in the fetal pose and child's pose and, on their bellies. And I went around and I gave them some massage and some Reiki and loving touch, and they loved it. They loved it. And then, ding ding, the cookies were done cooking, so it was time to go and check them. So again, we opened up the oven. It was very hot. And then we do the cooling breath, which is the one where you purse your lips, or you can curl your tongue. And when you breathe like that, it's cool. So as you can see, we're creating this whole story, and the kids are following along with it. And when the cookies were ready, we went and we got a spatula. And then we went to the table. And then we ate the cookies. Chance, let's eat the cookies. And we ate them with our feet. And we ate them with our other feet. And then we went over to each kid's table. But the best part is that the boy who brought the chocolate chip cookie in, the real one, he even let us put it on all of our different tables. So that was really cool, that he wasn't so attached to it anymore. So, and then of course after that we lied down, because after a good cookie, you know, it's always nice to take a little rest. Chance is going to sit on my lap for the rest of this vlog. So during relaxation, I led them through the visualization of imagining that the cookie that they ate just had the most delicious ingredients in it, the most freshest. I used the word organic. I said that it was healthy, and it filled them up with energy, with good health, with strength, with peace, with calmness, with love. And then they just got to do a little visualization, imagining how they felt, you know, after eating this super healthy cookie. So my point in sharing this with you is that whether you're teaching kids or it's your own kid, you know, really what we need to do, or whoever it is, right? Even if it's an adult, someone in your relationship, we need to meet them where they are at, okay? So this kid was not going to participate, and he was not going to do yoga. And I actually, you're so sweet, I had the opportunity to meet him where he was at. So I made it fun for him. He moved his body. He connected with how to create something. He felt empowered because this was, you know, his idea to an extent. And he felt presence. He felt joy. He felt play. He felt relaxation. So I love this class. I thought that even though it's chocolate chip cookies, like I said, I don't really eat chocolate chip cookies. I still think the idea is that it's important to meet kids where they're at, right? And to make it, you know, so it's engaging for them. Not what I thought that he needed, but rather I went to what he really needed. So that's that, and that's chocolate chip cookie yoga. And I'm Jody. I would love to stay connected with you on Facebook. You can find me, Jody Comator. My fan page is Next Generation Yoga. And you can, of course, find me online, nextgenerationyoga.com. Okay? There is light inside of me. There is light inside of you. And together, we are one. Namaste. Namaste, Chancey. Namaste.
So I'm told, if I eat them all, I'll get a pot of gold. Picking red strawberries from a field, I eat a yellow banana with every meal.